Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, English Lovers by Honeyd. Dear friends, today I am here to actually discuss something very important about life. Life has different turns, different situations. You know, we all face our troubles, we have our happiness, we have our joys, sorrows, everything comes all along. Like every person has emotion. As the title says, every person has emotion, and emotion has an expression. And today we are going to talk about that expression. Yeah, I'm not talking about any kind of philosophical topic. I'm talking about um, the topic of grammar, that is interjection. Today we are going to study about interjection, how we actually express ourselves in English, in English particularly. How do we express ourselves? How people use different expressions before they actually utter any statement, before they utter a full sentence in English, and how come their expression gives a meaning to their statements. It all depends upon the kind of expression that we use and how can we differ between those interjections. Yeah. So finally, I'm gonna say that thing. We are talking about interjections. Interjection is one of the parts of speech. We all know that all the parts of speech we have done have some significance to our writing or something. But this one has something else. This one has some abstract touch to our emotions. When we express ourselves, when we show sadness, when we show surprise, or whenever we try to show happiness, um, we express ourselves in a certain way. So to express ourselves beautifully and accurately and with exactness, we need some kind of like momentum for that. There would be impetus always, which will guide us to, you know, um, say something in a certain tone. So it also would be right to say that it sets up the tone of somebody's expression, somebody's way of saying something. So interjection is that I will be sharing my screen with you to actually share the PowerPoint presentation that I have made for certainly this thing. Um, we will start by um just the title. Mhm. Yeah. So interjections. There would be different kinds of interjections in English grammar, which will express your expressions of sorrow, happiness, joy, sadness, your surprise, or your amazement, or whatsoever it is, like whatsoever your way of expressing yourself is, they will have a certain way of actually saying it. Let me check first of all whether we are actually being telecasted live or not. Once that is clear, we are ready to go. Mm, let me see. Yeah, we are live. Every person has an emotion, and emotion has an expression. So kindly share it as much as possible once you're going to see it. Mm, join live on YouTube. Something is wrong. Yeah. Anyways, so interjection. a guide to understanding and identifying interjection. So what we're going to do is we're going to understand the basic categories of interjection, what does it actually stand for, what's its definition is, and how can we actually understand to the core of it, like what's actually the meaning of interjection and how can we actually utilize them in our daily life. So that's a presentation by me. So definition of interjection. Interjection is the word or phrase used to express emotion. I told you that a title expresses something about the topic that we are discussing. That is, we have emotion attached to that one. No, there is no emotion like that. But I have the emotion that I'm trying to help somebody out generously or without any kind of intent of actually getting any benefit of it. So I have, sorry for that. I have an intention that you are going to learn some beautiful expressions in interjection. So what are the different interjections are like? They are generally followed, often followed by exclamation mark. Usually they are followed by the exclamation mark. That's what actually is not not known to the kids, not known to the learners. Um, Generally, when it comes to the schooling in India, when we are told that there is expression called like there is any exclamation sign, we put the exclamation sign, but we don't recognize that one why we are putting it, because it shows the firmness of the emotion. When we are putting the exclamation sign, it shows the firmness of the emotion. But when it comes to the other kinds of the signs in like like the period, the full stop, if we say comma, semicolon, or different other words, or different other signs, um, the kind of punctuation signs, they have their different meaning in writing. So when it comes to exclamation mark, it shows a strong emotion in the statement. Whenever there is exclamation mark in any of the statement, it shows strong emotion attached to that. But when it comes to any other kind of punctuation mark, except this, like when we are using the expression, but we are not using exclamation mark with that, that means the emotion is weak. It's informal. It's informal. Okay. So remember that. Yeah. Types of interjection. There are two categories of interjection. Uh, I told you that whenever we divide or subdivide any kind of topic, we divide it just to make people understand that, yeah, we can remember it in this way. So that's why we subdivide something into subcategories. People with different intention or different kind of mindset will divide them accordingly. Somebody would say that expressions of sadness, expressions of happiness, or something like that. So they will have their certain set of understanding that I can actually say that interjections can be expressed or can be explained in two other ways or three other ways or four other ways, depending upon their understanding of the topic. Basically, we have, like, by the intent of the exclamation mark or by the comma, we can recognize that one, how strong the interjection, how strong the emotion is. So strong interjections would be those one which will be followed by the exclamation point. So exclamation mark would be there to express that thing, that the emotion attached to or whatsoever is said is very strong, very strongly said. Okay. Whoa. When we say whoa, so that's like strong one until or unless it is actually the rest of the statement will clear that one whether it is very strong or not. Though it is going to be clear only when we are going to say the full statement. But whenever there is exclamation sign, remember that one. It's usually said that it is strong emotion. So like whoa, ouch, yikes, like that. So expressions expressions in English like such will definitely give a boost to your good language or a very authentic language rather than using some kind of bogus words. We know that what kind of downfall is there in uttering the things these days. Okay. So expressing yourself, like in case of anger also, there is a way to actually use expression rather than using any kind of abusive word over there. So if you're using those kind of expressions instead of using the abusive words, you can actually interconvert your foul language to a good language, or the authentic language, or a good a layman's what we say that, a gentleman's language. Okay. So those expressions which are having exclamation point at the last will be the strong interjections, and the ones which are actually what we say, let me use the annotator along. Yeah, those which are those which are like having the milder emotions are set off by the commas. So what's the difference? Stronger will be expressed by the exclamation mark, and the milder emotions will be expressed by the comma. But the expression would be same, let me tell you. So that would actually make the difference. When we say wow and we are putting exclamation mark after that one, this wow it will be stronger, and this wow would be like little milder. I would say that. So remember that one when we say well, hey, oh, all these kind of expressions are informal, and they are very much more milder as compared to the strong emotions which are ending with the exclamation mark. So the game is actually the fight is between the exclamation mark and the comma. There is actually no fight. Actually, there is a comparison between the two of them. People say that we should not compare, but we sometimes we have to compare to make people understand something between two things. Okay, so that's how it is, that's how the things really work. But it's only about the non-living things we need to compare it. When it comes to the two children, we should never compare. Every person has their individual identity, individual personalities, so we need not to cross that stuff. Okay, now next is like we are going to see that how many kinds of interjections these are and how we use them in the statement. If I'll be able to zoom it, let me see that whether I can zoom it or not. Yeah, I can. Yeah. See, the first one that we have here is aha. Aha is a scream of fear. Fear is something that we terrified about, or if we are having any kind of issue seeing a spider, there, oh, there is a huge spider in here. So, we are using that expression to let that the person, other person in communication know that one, I am, I am afraid of the presence of spider in the room. So, there is a huge spider in here. So the kind of, so that's the kind of fear. Uh-huh. Realizing, realizing something. When we say so it makes some sense. It makes some sense when we say so it has an expression, so which means that it is the realization of something, that I realize that one, you are right or you're wrong, or you have some kind of realization about somebody, then you can say, I got your point. Or even in a sense that you are trying to deny the person, but you're not saying it in terms of the statement, but you're simply saying or it's the way we express it, it's the way we speak it out from the mouth. Okay, so one two and then oh, some kind of oh, when we say oh for something cute or romantic, oh look at the little puppy. So that's how it is, um kind of feminish, but still it is the way it is expressed. So, oh, look at the little puppy. So obviously a masculine person won't say the oh or something like that. So but depends upon like what we are dealing with. Here we are dealing with a puppy, then definitely we'll have that kind of expression for irrespective of the gender that is speaking. But usage of such expressions, is lessly used or very less used by certain categories of the genders. Then we have ew, ew, like when you did not like something and you saw something, ew. So, but here the thing that is to be seen is exclamation mark, ew, this food tastes disgusting. So even the tone of the statement is decided by the kind of expression that you have added with the statement. Like when we say, ew, this food tastes disgusting. So when you're trying to speak it in your speaking exam also, and you're putting some expressions to that, you see how wonderful your speaking is going to be. And there would be a certain rhythm in your speaking, and you will have some kind of time also to think of something to say, if you know about their meaning. Like when we say aha, aha, ah, scream of fear, aha, realization of something. Oh, that's a kind of adorability. When we see something adorable, then we say, then ew, that something is gross, something is, disgusting. For that one, we huh, did not hear confused or confirmation. You're mad at me? Huh. So why you're mad at me? In case of saying that why you're mad at me, you will say that, you're mad at me? Huh. So that's a kind of, you're confused about why somebody is behaving certain way, or you're trying to confirm that thing. Huh. You know, I don't give a damn about it. Like in that way. So exclamation is accordingly that. So if we say huh and question mark is there, that's how the meaning has to be there. Like you did not hear something, or you are confused about something, you're confirming something. So it depends upon what you say. Okay. Now next is oh. So we got the second one for the realization, but the realization's intent would be different from the first one. So when something makes sense, then you're saying that, ah, I got it. Oh, realize. Oh, like with the surprise kind of stuff. I see. That means you knew that thing, but you were not aware of it. You were not aware of it. But once that has been actually revealed to you, and you, oh, yeah, yeah, I think the same way. So, oh, I did not know. I'm sorry. So that's how actually has to we have to express something. Oops, oops. After making a mistake, like for example, you tripped over something, or you like spilt a glass of water, or you spilt some kind of water out of the glass. You say, oops, I'm sorry. You're gonna say that. Oops, I'm sorry. I did not mean it. So oops, spilled my water. So if the water spilt out of the water bottle, like, then generally we use oops. Oops is also an expression to be used. Oops. Uh, you can use it even when speaking test is going on, and you have made a mistake and you're going to use expression, then it'll be a wonderful stuff. Oops, I did not mean that. I mean to say that. I mean to say something else. And then you're going to speak something else. But once you're going to add these expressions to your speaking statements, I must tell you that your speaking is going to be a wonderful stuff. And oh, I think I have used one expression here. So, oh, I realize that when I'm right somewhere. And sometimes we are very straight to the point, and we are trying to actually answer the questions, and we give one liners or something. Then for them the expression would be you, what is that? So especially when you're actually learning English, when you're speaking English, then you have to take care of all such stuff. But nowadays we know that how it goes, like straight to the point also goes good. Then ouch, if you're having a pain, like you got a bruise, you got some kind of injury over your shoulder, your hand, your leg, or something like that, like any kind of injury, you're crying out of pain, then you're going to use ouch. Ouch, that hurts. Stop. Okay. And then you can use this ouch. Ouch is like, basically what you should know is the meaning, that where we can use these expressions. So For example, you have won the match and you're trying to say like, hurrah, we have won the match. Instead of saying hurrah, you're saying that, ouch, we have won the match. So there is no sense in that. So you're crying out of pain, and and you're trying to express something else. You cannot use the same expression. So no to the kind of expressions that you have in your mind. You have to choose them wisely, but make sure that when you see that ouch, after ouch, we have used a comma, and this stop we have used exclamation sign. So it depends upon that one. Here it is mild one. I would say it is mild one because ouch, that hurts, stop, something like that. It should be milder because there is a comma after that. If we are using exclamation sign after that, then definitely it will be stronger. Shh. So when we are telling, generally in the classroom, when the teacher is telling kids, shh, be quiet. So shh, I can't hear the movie. Oh no, teacher cannot say that. So shh, shh. So it's like the way we say shh. That's the mild one. Shh. That's the strong one. That's the way we express ourselves. Oh, oh, like that show alarm. Oh, I forgot to do my homework. Oh, it's like that. Oh, I forgot to do my homework. It's show alarm when you're alarmed, when you're attentive now. Then after forgetting something, then amazement or relief. That was close. You almost broke it. You That was close. You were amazed, and to express your amazement, you can use it. So that's how it is. Then is whoa. Whoa depends upon the way we say it. Surprise, shock, admiration. You know, when you're surprised, obviously you will say, whoa. You will say something like that. Okay. When you're in shock, whoa, where did you come from, bro? So admiration, wow, you have done a great duty, or you have done a great deed. Or so that's how it is. Admiration goes like the way you utter them out of your mouth, their meaning will differ, their meaning will change, but depends upon the kind of strongness and the firmness in your emotion. You can say it the way it has to be said. Then yay, like to show happiness. Yay, I'm so happy for you. You have done good in your exam. Oh, congratulations. Yay, you have done good in the sports, or you have done good in the match, something like that. Yeah. Another way, yeah, yeah, yeah. We say that. Yeah, yep, yep. Nowadays, that's the thing going on. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So expressions are really important. Let me tell you why they are important. Because in day-to-day life, we use them. But when it comes to speaking exam, we have to choose them wisely, accordingly, and it depends upon situation. Like if we have a question, like where we are actually expressing our firmness, or we are trying to show our surprise, or we are trying to show our sadness or something like that, there we can use it. Now, so we have talked about the two categories of them. The difference between like strong and the other one is, one is having exclamation mark, other is having comma. Milder is having comma, stronger is having exclamation mark. But in writing you will do this, but in speaking you know that how to express that one. If it is the strong one, oops, I spilled my water. So then there you are putting energy to that one. You're making it stronger exclamation. So your exclamation itself means you are expressing yourself. Strongly you will express, you will put exclamation mark over that. And you will, for your understanding on a page, you will write with the exclamation mark. But when it comes to a comma, then it will be used for the milder interjections. Whenever there is any expression which says you have to be milder a bit, then definitely you will use the comma. Yeah. Now the next one. So we have some examples for the strong interjections. The phrase is like, "Whoa, that was an amazing performance." That was an amazing performance. So it's like to show, a surprise also, a kind of congratulations to the other person as well. Whoa, admiring somebody. So admiration, you should know about the meanings of the words like admiration. What is admire when we are trying to praise someone, praising someone. When you're trying to praise someone, you can use the word whoa. Okay. Then ouch, that really hurts. Like, especially when you're expressing your pain, expression for pain, cry, agony or something, like, not agonies, it will be too much. Ouch. It's like, yikes. And that's a spider on the wall. Yikes, that's the spider on the wall. So that's how you express that one. Like we did the first one. There is a spider on the wall, and you did not like it, and you're trying to show the yikes, kind of fear you have, a fear emotion, or kind of depends upon situation where you're using it. So usually it will be like that. So there are different expressions which are strong ones. Oh, whoa, ouch. And I told you the basic difference between them: exclamation mark or a comma. Alas, alas for sadness. Oops for sadness. Eureka, you know, being happy or something. Um, uh, few would be, we have already done that. So depending upon, just a second, let me see. Oh my God. Yeah, live still. Yeah, we are live. Eureka is actually generally used when we are trying to show the a triumphed. Uh, we are trying to express that we have won over something, and we have found some solution for something. So there we use it. Huge, yikes, hurrah, oh dear, well, hush. Depends upon like how we use them. Okay, bravo, bravo is very beautiful one to be used. I don't recommend that all of them to be used, but basically you should use them whenever there is a certain expression that comes. Bravo, bravo, like you're trying to praise somebody. Bravo, you did it. If somebody is brave, somebody has done something, you know, there we can use it. When somebody has done good job, you can say bravo. Okay. Now next is, yeah. Again, the kind of mild interjections now. Why? Because we are using comma after them. When there is any kind of expression like that, let me just zoom it in actually, first of all, that you may get the heck of that. hmm Now, aha. When we say aha, it shows realization, resignation. You are resigning. It can't be helped. Ah, well, it can't be helped. So, alas, expressing grief or pity or a kind of mercy on somebody. Alas, she's dead now. Okay, alas, she's dead now. It's sad to hear that she's dead now. Dear, oh dear, does it hurt? Like when somebody got a bruise on the foot or on the leg, you know, there when we catch a person or we try to soothe the person down, then the person will be asking, "Oh dear, does it hurt?" So simply like expressing yourself in a very polite way, then you can use all these kind of expressions. Now, just a second. Then is it can be used for the expression of surprise as well. Dear me, that's a surprise. Dear me, you did it. So it's like that also. So dear me, have you done that? You did it? Or something like that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did you do that? Oh my God. So it depends upon the way you actually say it. I told you. Er, hesitation. Lemma is the capital like that's the hesitation. So that should not be there in your speaking. You should not hesitate to say something, but your if your heart is pure and your intent is pure and you know that you're speaking truth, not the lie, then definitely you won't worry about what you are saying and what you are not. Okay? Then there is expressions called like hello. When we are greeting someone, it's very common. Like when we're greeting someone, it's an expression of surprise as well. Hello, hello, my car is gone. So if you have met with an accident and then you're gonna say that thing, or my car is gone, somebody picked up my car, or something like that. Hello, hey, calling attention. Hey, look at that, look at that. The way it is said, you will get it. So hey, look at that. Hey is generally a milder one. It depends, like we can use a comma here as well. Hey, look at that. Hey, what a good idea. So depends the way we say. Hi, what's new? So expressing, I told you, in case of informal situations as well, we will use informal situations. We will use the mild interjections or expressions. That's how it is. Ouch. We have done. Oh, hesitation. Don't use hesitation once. Oh, I don't know the answer to that. So that's where in journal speaking you can. In journal speaking you can. Friend to friend, it's good. But when it comes to, when you are presenting your presentation, mm, using all such kind of stops can be, or expressions can be hazardous, can be risky. Now, next is, yeah, no. So that's the thing. That's all. And you can see the exclamation sign is that important, let me tell you. That's why we call it interjection. So use of interjection can vary depending upon the usage and the situation. As I said that in between whenever I was speaking, and I started with something saying that like every person has emotion. I too have emotion. I become sad. I become happy. I become overjoyed sometime. I become angry as well. So we will have, you know, all these things in the written form. I'll attach a link to that so that you can get the PDF for the same as well, and read them yourselves too. The different kind of expressions for the different interjections I will be providing you. I had this in my mind to actually give the session on interjection as I promised before, because I forgot to actually use that in my actually live sessions earlier. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about in the next session, we're going to talk about the kinds of the sentences that we have. And now we are progressing to the another level. Like once we have gotten to know that what are the basic elements that are required to speak a statement, now we are ready to frame the statement. And once we are able to understand what are the different categories of the statements that we say or whatever we speak, then we will be able to frame them with the constructions, with the structures and everything. That's actually boring stuff, but still it is important that every person should know that how we actually frame them. So for now I would say that, let me tell you, I'll come back. I'll stop sharing. So for now, I would say that I have to say bye bye to you. I'll come for the another session one or the other day. I won't promise you that like I'll be coming every day, because it's sometimes very erratic. Like my time schedule differs depending upon the kind of mindset I have. Sometimes I'm good in mind, sometimes I'm good by mind, or sometimes I'm actually very sad. Sometimes I'm very, very happy. But for them, I use all these expressions. I love to use expressions. And especially with my tone, actually, I sometimes express myself. There are people in the world who do not say anything, but they express themselves. So that body language is a wonderful stuff, let me tell you. That can do blunder or that can do wonder too, let me tell you. So it can be blunderous once people are going to use it for actually expressing anger. But when you're trying to express yourself exactly without actually unmuting yourself from the meditated mode, then the person is going to express himself or herself accurately to the people. So that's how it is. It is what it is, we say. So for now, I have to say bye bye. But at the end, I would recommend all of you to subscribe to my channel for the sessions like such. But I'm bringing more material. Let me tell you, I'm gonna bring more and more subject matter for the people who are actually preparing for the IELTS examination, and especially those ones who are actually going to get the work permit after completing their studies. And we get the updates every now and then, how the things gonna change and how the things gonna really make them worry. So you need not to worry when I am there. When Honey is there, no worry is there. So don't worry about any kind of stuff that's actually tinging you, or that's actually pinching you from doing what you want to do. That's it. That's it for today. That's it for this evening. I would say bye bye. Take care. And let me know in the comment section that whether you like this presentation or not. And if you really like that one, hit the bell icon. Also, hit the subscribe button too. I don't want to say all that stuff again and again and again and again. We know that thing, that, yeah, if you really want to